Row upon row of seats ringing a pristine lawn, Father Time watching over, and an expectant hush which usually fills the grounds before polite clapping. It can only be Lord's. Cricket has been played at this site near St John's Wood since 1814, meaning this is the year that the home of cricket celebrates its bicentenary. But being around so long means some of the stands are getting old. Named after Sir Pelham Plum Warner, the cricketing great who took the MCC on its first tour to Australia in 1903, this stand itself was built between 1956 and 1958, but the MCC believes it's on its last legs. In its place will be a new stand designed by Populous, the architects behind the London 2012 Olympic Stadium, the Emirates and Wimbledon's Centre Court. As well as 100 more seats, bringing the total to 2,900, there are some added extras. Solar panels, a green roof and even an artificial bat roost, in case any passing critters want to catch an over.
It's going to take 2 years to complete the stand, so we're going to start after the Ashes series in 2015 and have the whole stand ready and built for the summer of 2017.
How important is it when you're looking at developments like this to make them green?
If we talk about cricket having a conscience and the spirit of cricket, which we are very keen on talking about here at MCC, then there's a parallel, I think, with sustainability. And then there's a compelling reason for sustainability, which is to comply with the law, actually. So if we want to build new buildings and get planning consent, then we have to comply with the government's requirements and reduce on our carbon footprint.
The seats are pretty comfy, the view is spectacular, and yes, the ceiling might look a little bit grotty, but the Warner stand seems perfectly functional. Isn't demolishing it just going to be a huge, pointless waste of energy?
I think it's going to be an improvement. I mean, the stand was built in 1957-58 to the building standards in those days, and from a whole host of reasons. I mean, in terms of disability and access, the stand is terrible. There are no lifts there. The access and walkways around the stand are really very poor by today's modern standards.
Take a look over the grounds and it's clear to see the different eras that some of the buildings are from. There's the lovely red brick of the pavilion, built in 1889, to the slightly newer stands, and then this modern media bubble where even the commentators have their own air conditioning. So with all of those different buildings presenting different heating and cooling challenges, is making a ground like Lord's a challenge for sustainability.
Of course, it's a huge challenge. As you say, we've been here for a very long time. I think our greatest strength is our history and that we've been here for so long, but inevitably that gives a little bit of inertia, and in order to change things it does take a bit of time. So yes, it can be tricky. We use, in terms of electricity, it's about just over 4,500 megawatt hours a year. Gas is about 2,500. So we're looking at an energy bill well in excess of £500,000 a year. We're going to be going for the most energy efficient equipment that we can, certainly in the kitchens. We won't be using gas and standard electricity. We'll be using the induction hobs. So our chefs have agreed to move over to that, so far less energy usage there. It'll be LED lighting throughout, movement sensors, so we're not wasting energy when people aren't in the building. So all of the affordable technology that we can put in will certainly be in there.
At a cost of £21 million, the Warner stand revamp is just the beginning. It's part of a master plan to get the ground in tip-top condition for the 2019 Ashes. Some of these young players may not be old enough to play in time for then, but if they do ever join a future England team on the outfield, they'll be surrounded by brand new stands. Vicky, Ellis, Energy Live News, Lords.